Hey folks, welcome back to Candace Boxing Channel. I hope everyone's doing well and having a good day. I see, before I get into this video, I saw that there were 1 million pay-per-view buys for Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr., which clearly exceeded what most people's expectations were. So, good for them. I assume that that's going to, at least some of that money, is going to work its way into their pockets. Yeah, clearly very successful. And as much as I've been highly critical of all promoters, but most recently Eddie Hearn, you can't take it away from him that he's quite the salesperson. I see also this channel is now attracting more hate mail or impolite mail, or I don't know, to those who feel that they need to say nasty things, whether it's about my sun blister on my lip or whether it's about me being white, woke, and a Charlie uniform Nancy Tango. If you use really, really bad words, YouTube stops me seeing it. I have to go into a hide folder and see it. So it kind of is lost because I don't really bother going there very often. So if you want to say hateful things, try to use like non-rude language, and then I get to see it. Otherwise, it basically stays in that folder and it gets dumped by YouTube after a certain period of time. So I may actually miss some of those comments. As for being white, woke, and Charlie uniform Nancy Tango, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I'm offended that you think I'm woke, though. If you knew me, you'd realize I'm very much not woke. Anyhow, on to the video in question. There is a show put out by Matchroom on YouTube called Cards on the Table. And the one I just saw, like maybe an hour ago, had our good friend Johnny Fisher, the Romford Bull, 13-0, 26, 6'4", big lad, never beaten, sitting down with Dave Allen, the White Rhino, sometimes called the Lazy Rhino. 23, 7, 2, 33 years old, I think. 34. They're going to be fighting, of course, at the Copper Box in the UK on May the 17th. It's a rematch from their Riyadh fight, which most of us think that Dave Allen won, but he didn't get the nod. And most of us thought that that was a bit of a robbery, but anyhow, they get a chance to run it back. Well, this Cards on the Table format is actually quite good. I will say, this is one of those fights which is interesting. There was no need for beefy security guards to be present. Nobody was calling anybody else a female dog or a cheater or anything like that. 2 guys who are respectful of each other, but on May the 17th are going to try and knock each other's blocks off. The thing is, one of them asks a question of the other. They put these cards out, were you hurt at all? Some of it's very funny. At one point, Johnny Fisher is asked to imitate the man across from him. And he does an excellent imitation of Dave Allen. It's really worth watching. It's very funny. But the takeaway message from watching this show is that the psychological edge, I think, rests with Dave Allen. He essentially old-manned Johnny Fisher in the interview, very politely, respectfully. Like he said, for example, in response to one of the questions, do you think you're a good boxer, kind of thing. And he said, you're an okay, Dave Allen speaking to Johnny Fisher, you're an okay boxer, probably about British level. You're a great athlete. I've seen you play rugby. You're a great athlete, good puncher. I'm just an okay boxer. Whereas I'm a good athlete, but I'm a very good boxer. And, so he was he was sort of dabbing with faint praise, if that makes sense. He was saying, you know, my boxing ability is just that much better. I'm older. I've got this experience. I know what it's like to be beaten. And he just, I can't think of another way to put it. He old-manned Johnny Fisher in a respectful way. He wasn't condescending. Could be slightly patronizing, maybe. But it was interesting. It's worth watching. It's about 10 minutes or so. And it's on YouTube. It's a Matchroom sponsored thing. But these two guys, they sat down, you know, without all this hype and hoopla that we've seen recently with Eubank Ben and Dubois and Usyk, and of course the American show with Garcia and Haney's dad, and all this sort of stuff, which is of course funny because Garcia and Haney are not actually fighting each other. It shows that you can make a fight appealing and interesting without the trash talking. Having said that, I suspect that it's not going to sell anywhere near as well as many of the other fights, but that's possibly because of the level of boxers and whatnot. But it's worth watching, so I encourage you to do so. Thanks very much for watching this YouTube video. Please leave your comments in the comment section below. I'm pleased that most people really liked the Porky's Angels show we did, and it was great to have Julian McGowan join us. Wasn't that a real treat, eh? Please like, please share, please subscribe, spread the word, and all that good stuff. And I will see you on the next video. Cheers. Bye-bye.